What's up guys, TJ Kosen here. We're actually outside of DFW right now. We're in a town called Longview, which is about 2.5 hours east, so East Texas, towards Arkansas. We bought this storage facility about a year ago. We bought it for a pretty good price. We paid $160 for it. It's 81 storage units, and then it's a big warehouse space over there. There's another, I don't know, big space, and an apartment for a maintenance guy or a groundskeeper guy. So when you buy things like this, it's a little different than buying things like single family houses. Each one of these guys, we're not renting for house prices, so you're not renting it for $1,200, $1,500, $2,000. You're renting it for $50, $75, $100, something like that. And to be honest, when we bought it, we just bought it because the seller wanted out. He didn't want to deal with the management headaches of it, and he gave it to us for a good price. So it's kind of a package deal actually. We bought this place and we bought a house at the same time from the same seller. Got a good deal on both of them. This place, we're gonna sell because we bought it so well and we're just not interested in the headaches of it. So the problem with a storage facility or even anything this size, it's kind of the same issues you bump into if you have maybe an 8-plex or a 12-plex or even a 30-plex in a neighborhood that isn't really close to home, is it becomes more and more difficult to manage. So there's a lot of digital stuff you can do to manage storage facilities. You can put digital locks on the doors. You can do your bookkeeping digitally. You can do your advertising digitally. But at this size, it just really isn't in our kind of wheelhouse to keep it anymore. So we're out here, we got some notices on the doors. We got a couple past due guys, we're gonna get rid of those. Eviction laws for storage, by the way, very different than eviction laws for apartments and houses. It's always state specific, but they're generally quite a bit easier. So the process out here, we post their notice on the doors, and then we give them however long it is. I think the statute is 10 days. And then after the 10 days, we put a notice in the newspaper, and then we can just sell their shit. So you have an auction like you see on Storage Wars, you just sell their stuff. If someone comes to buy their stuff, then it's their responsibility to take the stuff out. If no one comes to buy the stuff, you toss it out. So we got a couple notices on doors, about 7 or 8 out of 80, right? Not bad. We got some vacants, so I'm not exactly sure how many of those there are. And for the cash flow, it's just, what did they say? The juice isn't worth the squeeze?
What?
The juice. For the cash flow, what does it they say? The juice just kind of isn't really worth the squeeze for us. So here's the numbers. Let's get out here so you can see kind of the size of this place. Numbers are, again, bought it for $140,000 with a bonus house that we had to pay 40 grand for, but the house is worth about 100, so that's pretty good. And then full ARV wise, this place is probably worth, I don't know, maybe as much as like 450-ish, like leased up, humming, purring along with a lot of repairs. When we bought it, there wasn't a ton of deferred maintenance, so the roofs are good, the walls are cinder block. The metal garage doors, they were a little beat up when we bought it a year ago. They're a little more beat up now, but there's nothing that's like dangerous or bad, so it's not bad. So what would you guys do if you were to sell this knowing those numbers? The 160 purchase price, the maybe 450 like max ARV to really push it. What would be your exit strategy? Again, had it a year, so it's been cash flowing, but we're just kind of bored with it. We want to cash out. What would you guys cash out number-wise in the comments below? Let me know. Would you sell it as is, make some money? Would you maximize the occupancy, work your butt off, and boost the rents up and then sell it full ARV? Or would you not have bought it in the first place because you don't know where Longview is, you don't know where Texas is?
It's Texas. Texas? What's a Texas?
Or more importantly, you need to work on your marketing to get deals like this. If you need to work on your marketing, hit us up, we'll help you out. We're leaning towards selling it. We're leaning towards the higher 2s, keeping it right below the 3 range. Leave some meat on the bone for the next guy, because to meet that full ARV, we'd probably need to put chain link fence all the way around. You notice there's not really an easy way for like a single access gate, so we'd have to have multiple gates for the rows. Gates add cost, gates add maintenance, gates add headache. And then the units themselves, we'd probably want to upgrade to the electronic locks. So that's probably what we'd do if we were trying to hit like the max ARV. And then we'd have to do the marketing, and then we'd have to get people in here, like more people, because we're probably about 30% vacant right now, somewhere in that vicinity. Like maybe economically, maybe a little less. So we'd have to do all that work to hit that 500, that 450 kind of number. And we just don't want to, because we're good at buying houses, we're good at selling houses, and for the cash flow, when you're renting stuff that's 50 bucks, 75 bucks, 100 bucks, it's not that interesting for us anymore. So let us know what you would do in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.